Guys, today I've got Raising Cane's. I'm very excited because I haven't had Raising Cane's in a very long time. We don't have it in Canada. I've got the box combo. I got two of them. I got two of these combos. Okay, all right, so you guys, so this one here is the chicken tenders. Looks very crispy. I've also got their Texas toast. Looks very well toasted. And I've also got their crinkle cut fries. Looks very well fried. I've got coleslaw. You guys were trolling me last time for not getting the massive sauce, so I went and bought their massive sauce over here. So that's a little close-up of the sauce. And I've got a Diet Coke. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and let's get Raising Cane's in my belly right now. I was so close to put the straw in the sauce. Oh yes. Oh my god, fountain Diet Coke is probably like the best thing ever. All right, so Raising Cane's rated R. This is what people love to see. That is so good. It's tender, it's crispy, but these chicken tenders have to get dipped. Like, I don't know if I could eat this on its own. I have to dip it. Oh, that's buttery. Soft, buttery, toasty. I like a good old coleslaw. Almost blanked out. All right, so, oh my god, the first combo's almost done. So funny, I was buying this when I was not buying it, when I was picking it up from the window. I've never bought these sauces before, so I wasn't sure, right? So she's handing me this first. And then she has this one in her other hand, and she's trying to give both. I'm like,
oh, I just ordered one drink.
She's like,
that's not the drink, that's the sauce.
I was like, oh, that's a sauce? Damn, that's huge. That's unreal. That is unreal. The end is very tricky when you peel these things off because it could either splatter on you or it could go very well. I'm gonna close this window and open that one. I think it's kind of better. I could sit down and just eat like a ton of these. They're just so good. Put some peanut butter on this. Or Nutella. I think I should have bought a third combo. Third box. Look at the size difference. This is the sauce they give you. This is the sauce that you could order. Alright, so there's always these people commenting on my videos. Like, there's a guy yesterday that commented, and I haven't gotten these comments in a very long time. He's like, "You are a pussy." And I haven't gotten those comments in a while, but I used to get them when I used to talk about my boxing stories, right? Some people used to come and be like,
"Oh, you always talk about how you got beat up. You never talk about you beating people up. You always talk about you getting beat up. You probably always get beat up."
It's so funny because you'll never hear me talk about me beating someone up. First of all, calling someone a pussy is very mean and it's not nice. And second, I beat up so many people in my life for boxing, for competitions and stuff. I'm not gonna go and I'm not gonna brag to people and be like, "Yeah, I bashed this guy's face. Oh, I did this to this guy, I did this." I don't feel comfortable talking about me beating someone up, but I feel fine talking about me getting beat up because it's myself. I don't care. Talking about somebody else getting beat up is someone's son, you know what I mean? Someone's brother, someone's cousin. It's not, even though I'm not mentioning names, it's still not like, you know, it's not, I don't feel comfortable. Those guys that call me pussy in the comments, they wouldn't last 15 seconds in the ring with me. Actually, you know what? I'm being too nice. They wouldn't last 10 seconds in the ring with me. 10 seconds. Max. Someone who brags about that stuff is a person who got into a fight once in their life on the street after a club when they're all drunk and all that stuff, and they go and brag to all their friends, "Oh, I beat this guy, oh, I smashed this guy's face in," you know, like. Yes. Oh. So yeah, those guys, I don't know. It's not nice to call someone a pussy. There's this one time, this guy walked into our boxing gym. And he's like, "You want to learn how to box and all this stuff, right?" And he's like, you know, he's one of those like, "I'm so gangster, thug life." "Oh, after clubs, I go in, some guy looked at me, I looked back at him and I punched him in the face, oh, smashed his face on the ground, 5 out of 1. There were 5 of them, 1 of me," you know, like one of those, right? So I went to my coach. I'm like, "Let me fight this guy." And then he's like, okay. And then I walk away, he looks at my coach, looks at me, he's like, "Yeah." Yeah. Like, yeah, he's like, yeah, because we don't like people like that. Like, we don't like people who like act all tough. And there's two different types of people. There's two types of people that walk into a boxing gym. There's the guys that are gangster, like they think they're gangster, they think they're thug life and strong and like they know how to fight. And there's a second person who comes in humble, wants to learn how to fight, doesn't really brag, you know, he wants to just learn. So those guys, we never, I'll if I spar with them, I'll go soft sparring with them. I won't go really hard, but usually people who go in, like come in, walking in like tough guy, I'll go pretty hard. I'll go maybe 75%. So I'm sparring with this guy and he's like punching me and he doesn't have technique. I know how street fighters fight. I know what to look for when a street fighter fights, how they throw their punch. I know exactly how they fight. So he's throwing, and I'm letting him hit me. I want him to build some confidence, like, yo, like hit me, it's fine. Like throw punches on my face, it's fine. Like I always let someone throw punches in my face, so they feel confident to throw more. So he's punching. I'm like, yo, that's all you got? Like, throw harder. And then he kept trying to go harder and harder. And I was like smiling the entire time. I'm like, is this what this guy's talking about? Like, oh, he punched so many people and stuff. I'm just standing there smiling as he's punching me in the face. And then after we fought, he walked out the gym, very nice, like very, very nice. Like he was apologizing every time he bumped into someone by accident. He would say excuse me to people when he's walking through. Crazy how you could change someone in like 15 minutes. But I don't like talking about stuff like that. Like I like to talk about my defeats. I don't want to be that guy that talks about, oh, I beat up this guy, I beat up that guy. Imagine every mukbang, yeah, you know, this one time I beat this guy up, blah, blah, blah. It's not cool. Only losers talk like that. This is kind of soft, this meal. I thought it was gonna be a good amount, but I was so hungry. This one time my friend was punking me at the boxing gym. He's like, you won't do anything, you won't do anything. You won't do anything. I'm like, okay, let's spar. So I'm a boxer. Like I don't do jiu-jitsu or Muay Thai and stuff. I know a little bit of groundwork with jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai. I'm okay with it. Well, it's not my first choice is always boxing. So we're boxing, and as soon as he threw a punch, I went under. I went around him. Okay, I went around him on the side. I kicked his leg, like on top of his calves, like behind his knee. So he bends his leg. He dropped because he's taller than me. He's a lot taller than me, so there's no way I could have done anything. The plan that I had no chance of doing it without kicking his legs. So I kicked his legs. He dropped, bent it. He didn't drop. He just bent his legs. I grabbed him from the neck. I choked him. I dropped him first. Then I choked him. I rear naked choked him. And he tapped out. And he's like, "Yo, I didn't think you would have done that." I'm like, "Were you testing me? Like, what's wrong with you? Why would you do that?" And my coach was like kind of surprised. How'd you do that? I'd never taught you this. Where did you learn this? But yeah, like I'm not gonna talk about it. Like this is probably the only time you'll ever hear me talk about like stuff like that. The one fighting style that everybody should know is jiu-jitsu, because you don't really get head trauma from jiu-jitsu because there's no striking involved. It's just all groundwork. I know ASMR bro does jiu-jitsu, and it's probably one of the best things because you could put someone down without hurting them. In boxing, you have to physically hit them, you know what I mean? There's striking involved, so. You guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Oh, that was nice. That was absolutely delicious. That was very good. Guys, we'll catch you guys on to the next one. We'll see you guys in a bit. Stay safe, be well, be nice to everyone. No one needs to fight. And we'll catch you guys on to the next one. We'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.